Hello, Opa. Um, it's a new racing series. This is stage one of, I guess, Paz Racing. Um, you can see my rating, I think, is around 500 in this race, so it's 450 to 570 category, so I'm right dab in the middle. I did this race a bit ago. You can see that's me and Hunter right off the front. Hunter's in the blue, but with the green helmet. So we've got Hunter in this race. This one, it looks like there's 15 of us. And yeah, I did this race a good bit ago. But just getting to editing it now. I've actually just completed another race, so videos are on the horizon. Although I'm talking with Hunter, and it might be time to move to, actual riding outdoors. Um, and less indoor riding, so we might cancel my Zwift subscription for the outdoor season. So I don't know how many more are coming, but I'll keep saying that every video until they stop. Um, Definitely been enjoying it. And yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Hunter.
Oh, you can see me giving Hunter a shout saying to keep going. Maybe we could run away from it right at the start. Never really going to happen. Everybody's fresh at the start. No one's going to let anyone run away. And yeah, I don't think this race is going to be, or well, I know the results of this race, but I'm trying to think what my mindset was at this time, but I think
I'm tired.
Unlike the other race, where I've been trying to do some breakaways, I think my thoughts were just stick with the group, see how far I can go, and just see what happens. Being in the middle of the category, I don't think I'm ever favored to win the race, but you never know what happens. You never know who signed up and what's going to happen, or whose legs are excellent on a day or tired. But I think we're going at a comfortable pace, but at the same time, it's a pace that on this day is definitely tiring me out. So just being in the group is tiring, which is a good thing because it means it's not going too easy. But yeah, right now we're doing I guess people are going on the attack. It's getting spread out. I'm falling back to the bottom of our group here, and it looks like out of the 15 riders that started, only 9 of us have really stuck together after that little attack. And yeah, I don't think I was ever at risk of being dropped um, on these little attacks and stuff, but I can say it was definitely tiring me out. And we're this far into the race. This is a short race, so I was expecting to get tired too. Like I was expecting the pace to be fast, and that's why the pace is fast. Because it is a shorter race, it was only an 8-mile race, and so we've already done 1 mile. And yeah, so we had to just keep that mindset whenever you go up a little hill like this one. Yeah, I gotta pick up the pace. I'm doing like over 300 watts, which is like a lot for me, and still struggling just to stay on.
Why is everyone so strong?
You can hear me saying, why is everyone so strong? In the sense that, like, yeah, generally, like on a downhill, if you're in the draft, you kind of think you get so much draft for being in the downhill that it should be easier. With it being on gravel, it actually reduces the draft, so yeah, but yeah, no, it's a tiring race, but we got Hunter here with me. And we'll see if we can get that elusive win we've been craving for a bit. Yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've gotten a win, and unfortunately, you've never seen any of them. My rating right now is around 500. Coming into this race, maybe we'll be able to see it at the ends or whatever. And so I'm smack dab in the middle of like the gradients of who we're racing against, and so it was a lot easier to win as I was moving up. I'll just say, like, when I was racing at, like, my rating was 200, I was racing against other 200 people. I wouldn't say the races felt any easier in the sense that like I was still tired, but when it came down to the end of it, I was able to like sprint and win and outbeat a lot of them. And then my rating just kept climbing. I was like, well, oh boy, my rating's climbing higher. I didn't feel like that race was easy, but I was just able to beat them at the end. And that just kept happening. And now I think we've settled into around where my rating is. My rating keeps going up, it seems, because I seem to continue to do well in races, which then makes it harder for me to ever win a race if I'm still going up against harder people, but I'm not even winning. But at the same time, you know, I do a lot of my races in the evenings at these times, not during peak hours, so only 15 people on any given day. I'm sure we can find a race that's nice and competitive where I could be the favorite to win. But yeah, no, this race was definitely, once we were done with it, I'll tell you, this one was a brutal one, with how fast the pace is the whole time. Which was to be expected because it is a shorter race, but yeah, I would say the flats are never my strength. I'm a lighter rider. I don't put out as much power, but on the hills, a little bit my strengths. So if I can just survive the flats without it being completely gone, it's usually a good sign. And yeah, how have you been, Opa? We're getting closer to the date where we'll get to visit you. So that's exciting. I don't think I'm going to speed up any bit of this race because it is a slightly shorter race, so you'll just get to hear me ramble the whole time. Yeah, I can say my thoughts are, man, I'm tired. I was hoping to be able to have more energy going into this hill, but at the same time, you know, it is a hill. Other people are probably tired. Hills generally do better for me. So we'll see how it goes, and obviously my goals at this time is just to stay near the front with the lead group. And we can see right when the hill's beginning or about to begin, we can see the pace is picking up, still in the flat, and I'm like, oh boy, we're picking up the pace well before the hill even starts. You can see in the top left, maybe I'll put an arrow, the purple power-up thing, the steamroller. What that does is when we're on this gravel road or whatever, it makes you go slower. If you use that steamroller, which you can see Hunter uses and is coming past me, and the next person over there uses and is coming past me, it just makes it as if the ground is flat, and so takes away the gravel aspect of it that we're on right now. So that's what that power-up does. I am trying to save my power-up, which seems to be good. I don't know if we're on gravel right now when we're on these wooden planks. So those guys may have wasted their power-ups. But now we're back on the gravel. I would say generally, like when I was winning races and stuff, always good to save the power-ups for the end. Definitely helps out a lot. And yeah, now we're on the climb. This is it. And yeah, I'm doing almost 300 watts, which I would say for climbs for 2-3 minutes efforts, this is like my sweet spot, my place that I like to be. And so I'm happy that I'm able to do just under 300 watts and still be in the draft behind this guy. So this is a comfortable pace. I'm slowing down a little bit just so I can try and tuck in, because right now I'm falling out of the draft and that guy goes on an attack, and we know when someone goes on an attack, the pace is going to pick up. So I get ready to pick up the pace. I don't feel the need to be the guy closing him down, but I just want to be with some of the other people that are going to close him down. And I can see gaps are forming, so I use my power up to try and help me help me try and catch the people now, because I am the guy that has to close it down, and I want to do it in a controlled effort. I know this hill's a long one. What that means is I'm kind of bringing someone with me, but it looks like I got a gap on them. Yeah, it's bad that I've used my power up. Maybe would have been better to save it, but the point is I'm here now. I'm with the group. That guy's using his power up now, so not too bad that I used it. Maybe I can get behind him on the draft as I go up the hill and let him use his power up to take it. Let's see, can I step on his wheel and catch up to him? I'm picking up the power a little bit, but it looks like I am very tired at this point, and I am just trying to just pace myself to stay with it. Obviously, maybe it would have been better just a little bit harder than pace, but it looks like it's all spread out. We have one leader, one guy in second, that guy in front of me in third, me in fourth. I can see there's a 2-second gap for the person behind me, a 3-second gap behind that person. Hunter's at a 13-14-second gap way back. So these hills are a brutal one. And yeah, I am still fighting to chase the guy in front of me. Trying to get on his wheel. The hill is not over yet, though. We're only about halfway there, so obviously it always feels so much easier just to pick up the pace and just get on his wheel to save a little bit of energy once you catch him. But everybody seems to have their own gaps. First place guy, I didn't even know where he was when I was looking at. He's 17 seconds ahead. Looks like we're not going to be catching him. He's crushing this hill. Some guy comes past me. Usually when someone comes past you, you try and pick up the pace to see if you can stay on that guy's wheel. Looks like he flew right past me. Not a good sign for me. But I am just going at my pace. I will say at this time, my bike was like tilting a little bit on the trainer, a little bit uncomfortable to ride. Tried to adjust it at times, lost some speed. Not an excuse or anything. I don't think anything would have happened, but I think right about here is where I was trying to adjust it, get some water, and then fixed it. I think my legs were giving out at this point. So not the best of hill rides for me in this one. But I start picking up the pace. I see these guys are going a little bit slower, and this looks like I can catch up to them after I had to slow down, a little bit of a rest, and this will be my group. Definitely a tough race, definitely tough to just stay with them and try and catch them. Yeah, so it looks like this is the slowest of the fast guys, because I can see behind me is like 25-26 seconds is Hunter, and he's with one person. And I have found my little threesome, and I let the rest go away. And yeah, this is pretty much where the race was decided. Maybe I could have done a better job, obviously in hindsight, rewatching it, staying with that one guy, making sure I get in the draft, but probably not. He probably would have dropped me anyways later down the line. And yeah, well, this is what's fun about the race is even though I'm out of contention for the first place or second, third, or whatever, I have my own little group that we can race with, and have our own little sprint finish to see if I can get. I'm in 7th right now, so see if I can get 5th. And so that's what makes it rewarding, and at the same time, also what makes these races so motivating, because if I just got dropped and was on my own, I would not be working nearly as hard to be in front. I will say I am absolutely gassed at the top of this hill, and so I come to the front of the group and I slow down big time because I don't want to be at the front. I needed time to rest. Obviously, we have to do a little bit of push to get over that hill. So we do that, and then I slow down again, and you can see we're doing like 150 watts, which is definitely on the lighter end until someone picks it up. And I think for this race, this guy is the guy who's clearly maybe the strongest out of three of us. He did some steering to get away from me, so I'm eating the draft, but not at a point where he's ever really gonna get away. Just that he's clearly stronger in the sense that he doesn't mind being in the front. And when he's in the front, he's pulling like 220 watts plus. So you have to do like 200 watts to stay with him, which is now a good pace again. And so we can see Hunter's 33 seconds behind, and I think that'll only stretch out because, man, does this guy start keeping our speed high. But yeah, I'll use this time because I don't think much interesting stuff will happen. Anytime I come to the front, you can see I slow down and I just wait for that guy to keep going. But yeah, I think in terms of my bike riding agenda, it's time for me to look for some outdoor group rides. I don't think I'll be recording those. So I'll be trying those soon, probably. Still been playing a good bit of soccer. Let's see. Not sure what else is going on with me. And yeah, I will say one thing about these races or whatever. I hadn't weighed myself a couple of times. I've lost a little bit of weight, probably because I haven't been hitting the gym as much recently. I feel like when I don't go to the gym, I lose weight pretty quickly. But I never adjusted that in my Zwift settings. So that could also be why the hills are a little bit harder for me than maybe others, and could be a difference maker. Because yeah, Zwift does take into consideration your weight, and you can adjust that whenever. So the reason why I say that is because I've just done my next race, and I did make those adjustments. So when I record that video, maybe I'll mention that. Anyways, yep, just chilling with these three guys. And yeah, we'll see if generally I feel pretty good about my sprint finishes, in the sense that I feel like I can beat these guys in a sprint. I don't know if the guy in the front is going to be strong, but he might be tiring himself out, and then it's really just me and White who can sprint, or the guy in the front is really just the strongest guy. But I do feel like when it comes down to sprint finishes, I'm not the best of sprinters, but I feel like I end up doing pretty well on a lot of these sprint finishes. So that's what's going on in my head until about here. And that's when the inevitable, we'll say, happens. I can start feeling a cramp coming along. And yeah, I should be doing a better job at maybe preventing these. I think I tried to stretch, didn't really work out. I can feel it coming along with every pedal stroke. It's like my left calf, so I'm doing like now my pedal strokes mainly on like my right side or whatever to try and avoid it. And yeah, I think I'm able to stay. Oh, you can hear the cramp messages coming, me screaming it. But I'm like trying to monitor it in the sense that like when I'm staying at these 200 watts, like this is kind of a comfortable pace in the sense that I'm not tiring out. But but I can just feel it coming with each stroke. And I'm trying to monitor it, but it's just like once the pace picks up or whatever, just a little bit. And now now in order to stay with them, I've got to put in a little bit of an effort of like 224. And as soon as I start like picking up my watts, I can just feel it get like pretty much to the point of where it's getting bad, and so I end up slowing down and letting them get away right before the finish line where I did want to sprint. And I decide to say, hey, I'll go back to this 200 watts area where I knew it was like semi-manageable and try and finish out the race. And then I quickly just, while I'm on my own, decide to just go at a more chill pace. We're 0.3 miles away from the end. Once again, not the most exciting of races, finishes. I really do need to figure this out because, yeah, it does make it for a very anticlimactic finish. Looks like the cramp is getting worse at this point where I completely stop pedaling right before the end, or I think I'm like pedaling very, very slowly. It never got to the point where I had to like fully come off and stop. I can see they're going for the sprint finish. The guy in the white looks like he gave the big sprint finish. KLB kind of just kept the constant pace. So the question would have been, could I have beaten the guy in the white at the end? I don't know. Funny enough, Hunter also got a cramp this race. You can see he's in a pair of two people. I think his pair ran away from him, and then someone else caught Hunter, and he hopped on his wheel till the end. So we can see he's 40 seconds back. I'm just taking my time, cruising up to the finish line, up in 7th place. Yeah, still had enough of a lead on all those guys, even with my cramp, to make sure I beat Hunter.
Right before the end, Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter's on the phone with me, so I'm talking with him. That's when I'll hear that he also cramped. Sometimes it can be hard for us to hear each other. Here's the results. I averaged 235 watts. And yeah, that'll be this race. Paz Racing Series Stage 1 completed. Oh, here I go when I watch Hunter come across the line.
Cramps right at the end, Hunter.
And yeah, hope you enjoy.